Man, I just want to say hi, ladies, men. February 2026. I really, really, really want to just say kudos to those women and men that are creating some great content out there about that, encouraging us as a society, young women, young men, old women, not to be involved outside of marriage because we know all the consequences of that, right? Especially for women, they become very emotionally attached to a guy once you've had sex with them. Two, we have children, so many children that are born into these relationships, and a lot of these kids weren't planned, and therefore a lot of times they're not good fathers, sometimes they're not good mothers at all. Can you believe that? And so again, and a lot of times there's no home to put this child in. So we see the consequences of people getting sexually involved before ever being ready, mentally, physically, financially. And again, physical, I mean, as in a home. So we see a lot of times, heartbreak, disappointment. We see one out of every two marriages failing. Well, that's the stats in the US, the last time I checked. But yeah, so I really, really, really want to say kudos. I want to join. I'm going to show a lot of those ladies and men in upcoming videos here of people that are encouraging men to be good men. That encouraging women and men to be not celibate, to be not sexual involved. I broke that word down in case high schoolers are listening that may not know that word. Encouraging us to not be sexually involved because there's sex, drugs, alcohol. Those are powerful. Those are very, very, very powerful things. And those are three things I see affecting people's lives in a negative way. Of course, now, if it's a good marriage, then of course you're affecting people's life in a great way, of course. But so many toxic relationships people are in, and a lot of that because sex got in the way before you knew the person. And so, yeah, I just want to join that army of people that are on TikTok and Instagram, just encouraging people to be abstinent, to be celibate. And there's great ways of doing that. And one quick way, we'll go into that another time. Do not be alone with the opposite sex. Someone invite you out even if you're 45 years old. Someone invites you out on a date, go in a public place, ice cream, dinner, a park, if it's in a day, of course. Go in a public place with the guy, with the girl. Don't let someone pick you up, or drive your car. And I don't believe in teenagers dating. You drive your car, they drive their car, and at the end, after the dinner, if you go to movies, I don't believe in movies unless it's a Christian movie, of course. After church, don't go, oh, we're going to stop by the beach for a while. Don't go, we're going to stop at the park for a while. Don't do that. Take it from someone 60 years old who fell into that sin before because of totally being unaware that, we're going to just go by the beach and talk a little bit before we go home. Or we're going to stop here at the park for a little bit and just enjoy ourselves. Don't always take a shop run or meet someone else there. Don't go, again, don't drive your car. If you're a guy, if a girl, drive your car. And of course, don't end up at each other's apartment after a date. Take your time, honey. Life is too short for all the brokenness, the heartbreaks, the diseases, and all that comes out of getting sexually involved before marriage and before you knew a person, before you found the integrity and honesty and quality and character of that person, whether it's a man or a woman. All right, listen to the rest of the people.
Powerful people know how to be alone. You want to know what's funny? Somebody said to me on Instagram that, wow, you must be so lonely. You went to China by yourself. And that is so hilarious, because why is it abnormal for people to be able to travel solo across the world, to be able to love themselves enough to sit in their own solitude? But it's normal to be around friends that's fake. It's normal to be dating somebody that's not good for you, all because you're codependent and you don't want to be by yourself. That's normal, but being in your own space is not normal. Listen, I traveled to over 23 countries and over 15 was by myself. And Traveling makes you richer, and it's not in a financial way, it's in a mental way. It helps you get mentally stronger, you get smarter, you gain more knowledge, you become a stronger person, you get to appreciate what God has created. If you know how to be alone, you give room for the right people to come into your life, because you're not clinging on to the wrong things, all because you don't want to be by yourself. So let this be your sign to go along. Don't wait on nobody, because that's the type of strength that a lot of people don't have, but you need it. I don't think y'all understand what Pastor meant when he said that pipe game ain't worth going to hell over. Because everybody laughed, but 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18 says to flee from sexual immorality, because sexual sin is against your own body. Your own body. That hits different. And you see it play out all the time. You sleep with him and now you're emotionally attached to a man that hasn't committed to you. You start overlooking red flags. You're more patient with disrespect. You feel jealous over someone who never claimed you. Why? Because sex bonds you. And now you're praying for clarity, but you're still tied to him physically. You're asking God for peace, but you keep reopening the door. You trying to detach, but your body's already attached. And that's why it's not casual. It shifts your discernment. It clouds your judgment. It makes you fight for something that was never secured. And then when it ends, it feels like a breakup. It feels like a withdrawal. And that's not just chemistry. That's spiritual. Overall, temporary pleasure is not worth long-term confusion.
Listen, this is why I do not allow men to touch me, and this is why you single ladies should not allow men to touch you either. Hi, my name is Dr. Lestine Bell, and I am a transformation and purity coach to single women. I empower single women to not only take their power back, but to not give it away in the first place. Listen, you single ladies need to understand that when you say that you are celibate, you need to stand on business. Because if you give in to a man and you end up being intimate with him, he is going to judge you. Trust me. Although this man is going to definitely lay down with you, you just need to know and you need to understand that he's going to judge you for giving it up and for giving into him. You all need to understand that when you say that you are celibate, you don't need to allow anyone, any man, to come into your life to manipulate you out of that place. It doesn't matter how much you feel connected to him, feel the chemistry, whatever it is that you feel, how attracted you are to him, no matter what he has, no matter what he does, no matter what his position is in life. You need to stand on business when it comes to your covenant and your relationship with Jesus Christ. Don't ever allow anyone to pull you out of your place in your position of prayer, purity, and the presence of God. When you say that you are celibate, make sure that you stand on business, because a man, he will try you and he will sleep with you, but just know that when you do it, he's going to definitely judge you.